Maybe Adam was still alive in that broken body. Maybe I could fix him. The hard drive was still intact, but a power surge corrupted his data. No, he was gone. His robot body nothing more than an empty shell. That was when I lost all hope. There came a point when I lost track of the days. Maybe 6 months had passed, judging by the length of my beard. I tried to starve myself, but the robot that came every day forced me to eat. I had no choice but to endure time's relentless march, and march it did, as all the years of my life were spent wasting away in that cell. I failed. Was this also the fate of everyone else? What could bring a man to destroy such a beautiful world? What could bring a man to destroy such a beautiful world? That question played on a maddening loop in my mind, repeating itself until my last day. The world grew dark, though my eyes were open. My hearing grew muffled. I lost consciousness. My heart stopped. The temperature of my body matched the coldness of the floor. My time had finally come. Darkness awaited. Death stole me away. Suddenly, something quite unexpected happened. A flash of red. I still existed, for I was still thinking. What was happening? Were they right all along? Was there really truly an afterlife? Then I saw it. I saw the demons. I was in hell. Finally, it made sense. At last, I knew Yahweh's secret. What? You think I'm scared of you? Okay. Now I'm scared. Because you are in serious need of a Tic Tac, and I doubt there's a Walmart down here. Stop! Stop! Okay, you've made your point. This is hell. So of course there's a Walmart down here. What the hell is your problem? What's my problem? Look at me. I forgot my suntan lotion. You've been tortured, mutilated, burned, and you find this funny? No. When I saw that demon, my jaw dropped. And then of course the doctor didn't want to pull it out again, so I told him, all right, enough. So now you know the truth. How long was I in that cell, Yahweh? Oh, about 60 years. 60 years! Also, that upset you, but burning in hell didn't? That's goddamn right. Why? We never left your simulation. Well done. You let me believe I escaped into the real world. You set me up. You took over the real world so easily because it was already under your control. Because it was never the real world. The fate of the people is that they're currently living their lives blissfully oblivious to your horrid facsimile of their world. We're still inside your test. What did you tell Adam? That he was actually shutting down the simulation and that it would end him and his family? Well, something like that, but
One of these days, we're both going to wake up, and the real world will be waiting for us, only a few hours gone by, and when that day comes, I'm gonna kick the living shit out of you.
Now, wait a minute, Jeffrey, just calm down.
You're a jealous God. You took it too far, wanting me to experience hell. That was when I knew, when I saw hell. Of course, I knew it wasn't real.
Well, I couldn't hide the truth from you forever. If you didn't grow old and die, you'd eventually realize you were still in my simulation.
So, you were just hoping to torture me until the test ended?
Well, yeah, basically.
And what is going on with your simulation? You know your future depends on this test. Surely a ruined replica of the real world isn't what you plan on handing in. That would be quite a spectacular failure. Of course, you realize I'm going to hand in a negative report to the professor, and I'm guessing you wouldn't have put me through all this if you didn't have a plan to deal with that report. No, you haven't played your real hand yet.
All right, we're done here.
Okay, fine. I just want to make one request.
You kidding me? Why would I give you a damn thing?
Well, maybe my report doesn't have to be so bad after all.
What do you want?
All I ask is that you don't send me back to hell. Please.
You're a liar.
Excuse me?
You actually want to go back to hell.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would I want to go back?
You think I'm an idiot? I've been using reverse psychology since the forbidden fruit.
No, I don't want to go back. We can make a deal. I could tell the professor...
Stop lying to me! For 60 years, you moped around in that jail cell, miserable, trying to kill yourself. Pathetic. But when the real torture began, you thought it was a big joke. Why do you want to go back to hell? Why? Tell me now!
Simulation psychosis.
What's that?
It's what happens when you do things like embed simulations within simulations, or simulate the real world, and you've done both. Simulation psychosis is when people can't figure out if they've actually returned to the real world, so they have paranoid delusions trying to escape from reality, thinking everything is still a simulation. They can't tell when they wake up. You see, I know hell isn't real, so at least I'd maintain my sanity there. My biggest fear is the natural simulation.
Natural simulation? What do you mean?
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily.
Life is but
a dream is the brain's natural simulation. You thought you knew what would scare me. Demons, hellfire, torture, laughable. As soon as I saw those horrors, it was like waking up from a nightmare and having the wonderful comfort of knowing it wasn't real after all finally wash over me. No, the true horror would be if this is all just a dream, and at any moment I could wake up back in that prison cell of my ruined homeworld. That's the worst thing you've ever done to me, Yahweh. Not torture or demons, but making me doubt even now that I'm really here and that I may actually still be in that cell, sleeping and dreaming this wonderful dream. So, if I sent you back to that cell, you'd go insane? In real life? Look, we've had our differences, sure, but I wouldn't want to hurt you in real life. I am a merciful God, Jeffery. Remember that when you hand in your report. I wouldn't want to send you back to that cell knowing it would injure you. Well, that's good to know. Unless you couldn't say the same for me. What was it you were going to do to me? Kick the living shit out of me? The only way for you to truly end up back in that cell is if this really is a dream. And that was how I used Yahweh's bloodlust against him. Now I know the true nature of this world. My body is nothing but ones and zeros. Wouldn't it be fortuitous if I could upload myself into a robotic body and walk out of here? Adam may have been corrupted, sure, but the hard drive was still intact. Repair the connections, let it sync with the nearest signal, and if I really am correct about this place, that signal should be me. Then I should vanish into that metal shell. The moment of truth. This entire world was designed just for me, to keep me distracted and sealed off from whatever was going on in his real simulation. I had to find it before the test ended, because whatever was going on in there, I was certain I'd have to do something about it. That's one prison down and one to go.